Captain Chainsaw!
I'll open those. I'll open these transfers. Hello gang, Captain Chainsaw here to announce the chainsaw giveaway for the month of July 2023. Let's go to Bodie for the specifics because I have fire coming out my ass and it's not from eating hot wings. Take over, Bodie. So, I love being stupid. It's not stupid, it's just having fun. Somebody had mentioned in the comments, Kowski9477, he said that if I build the Shindaiwa hybrid that you're going to build it and go outside and try it out, and as soon as it fires, you hear a faint voice from out of nowhere. Captain Chainsaw! And take off in flight. And I thought, that's just too good. I'm going to actually do that. And me being me, I can do that. I'm wanting to show off my Dunder Mifflin shirt. Check it out. So, yeah, I just wanted to do that and have fun. You know, it's cool to have stuff like that. But this week's giveaway, or I'm sorry, this month's giveaway, we're going to do it different. For you guys that are new to the channel, for the year of 2023, I am trying to give away a chainsaw every month of this year. And so far, I've been successful. But if you're new to the channel, I get anywhere between 300 and 500 new subscribers per month at this point. And so there could be a couple thousand of you that don't know or more. One or 1,000. Anyways, whatever. Point is the month of May, I gave away a saw at Hopper stock, and I never really videoed that. And I gave away a saw in June to Hopper, the Echo 590 that he just recently built, and it's actually looks like it's running good. But I didn't make a big to-do of that either. But so far, it is the month of July, and I am good. I have managed to give away a saw every month. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're, not so good. This month is a really good one. All right. This is the Makiter 5600, and it's an EA 5600F. So this was a rental saw from Home Depot. You see that they've etched some rental saw number into the plastic in a there. They've done it there, and I think they've done it on the top cover too. I can't remember. Well, I can't see it. The light's pretty bad, but anyways, so yeah, that saw right there. I got 3 of them. One of them was just the short block or the long block. It wasn't the complete chainsaw to use as parts as needed. And I did need the coil off of it already. But this saw right here ran good whenever I got it. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to play around with this, and I'm going to see if I can port and polish it and do a good job with it. Yep, it runs very well. I really like it. It's a nice saw. And whoever's getting it is going to get a nice running saw as well. And but it's got a muffler mod, which these mufflers are really clogged up, and I ported it, and yeah, it's good to go. Good to go. So whoever wins this, it takes a Husqvarna small mount bar, which is a K095. If you are new to this chainsaw hobby and you get this saw and you need to buy a bar for it because it's just power head only, the bar, you just go to eBay and you type in K095 chainsaw bar, and you will get all kinds of results, and anything that falls in there is probably going to be just fine. It does run a 3/8 chain, but you can change out the sprocket to a 325. It has an inboard clutch, and it's very easy to do that with these inboard clutches. I got to say, Husqvarna, they really like to run outboard clutches in pretty much anything like less than 65 cc's, 70 cc's, really. Pretty much. But they like to run their outboard clutches because they talk about it. They're like, oh, it leads to a more well-balanced, flickable saw. Whatever. I like the inboard clutches, and that's one thing that Steel has right. They put inboard clutches on almost everything. So that's what I mean by an inboard clutch. You have your sprocket on the outside there. You take that little C-clip off and a washer, and bam, you can pop off that sprocket, no problem. But a few features of the saw, if you popped off that sprocket, you could replace it with a 325 sprocket if you wanted. A few of the qualities of the saw is, number one, it's got captive bar nuts. These things stay in. Quite nice, right? So it's got the captive bar nuts. It's got an inboard clutch. We already talked about that. It is a complete, full plastic chassis saw. But the engine is semi-pro, meaning instead of it being a plastic case on the bottom, or even a metal cap, and the crank bearings are inside pockets, right? That are half on the bottom, half on the top, right? That's a true clamshell saw. This isn't like that. You've got a solid chunk of metal on the bottom, and your crank bearings and your seals go into that just fine and dandy. And then on top of that, boop, we have an actual machinable cylinder that I did machine off of it. I went a little bit too far. I don't remember my exact numbers, but I know I went a little bit too far, and so I had to cut the squish a little bit as well. But what we're looking at, I think it's got like 22 thousandths of a squish or something. If you want to know more about it, just look for the videos of what I've done to it to port it up. But it also has a easy pull. See that? It's not that easy, which is great, but it is somewhat spring assisted to get you over that, see that initial, come on, it was just doing it. There we go, right there. Oh, it's going. Anyways, you get the point. It's an easy start setup, and I gotta say, it's the best that I have ever put my dick beaters on. It is a really nice easy pull setup, and I do not like easy pulls. What else can I tell you about the saw? It is actually a Dolmar saw. Makita, there's a lot of mistakes that people make with the whole Makita Dolmar thing. They think that Makita just recently purchased Dolmar and has recently run them into the ground, and they're no longer going to be producing gasoline chainsaws. Well, truth be told, Makita bought Dolmar in the early 90s, I believe. Maybe the late 80s, but I think it was the early 90s. Like, we're talking around 92, 93, 94, something like that. And so they owned Dolmar since that far back. And they produced both Dolmar and Makita saws, same thing, just different branding, to put out to the public. And the company always struggled. It's one of those things where you're like, if you're a fan of Dolmar, you're cursing the world because somebody is ruining your brand. But the reality of it is for whatever reason, that brand never got their shit together, and they produced good saws, but for whatever reason, Husqvarna and Steel are the brands that really took off. So you'll curse Makita, but truthfully, Makita is probably the only thing that kept the company going as long as it has. But somewhere around the year 2018-ish, they announced that like in 2022-ish, they were no longer going to produce gasoline-powered chainsaws. There was some speculation that maybe this was the Makita brand that was saying this, and maybe Makita would do nothing but electric, and then only Dolmar would do the gasoline chainsaws. But what it appears to be like as of right now is that Dolmar, that brand, is completely gone, and the only thing that you're going to have is electric Makita brand stuff. So that's what the future looks like, and you can sit back and you can piss and moan about it all you want, or you can enjoy what they had while they were around. I hate that John Surratt is gone. I hate it. John Surratt is definitely one of my favorite companies, if not the favorite company. I hate that the only Polands that you can buy now are just pretty damn trashy saws. I mean, they're junk. And, I hate that. But it is what it is. And you ain't going to change it, not unless you're a billionaire that wants to go in and do it. And I doubt if you're watching this channel that you're a billionaire. I don't know, maybe Elon Musk. Anyways, so there's your saw. Now, I'm sure you're wanting to know what it's going to take to win it. Well, I've been doing a lot of giveaways. And I have learned that the way that I've been giving them away, the earliest people are the only ones to get it. They're the only ones that have any chance of winning the saw, and I don't know if I like that. So what I'm doing this time differently is I've got a number written on the back side of this card. I'm looking at it right now. I'm not going to mouth it for you or anything, but there's a number on this card. It's pretty dang random. And we're going to say it is between 1 and 1,000. So if you can guess the number that is on this card, then you will win that chainsaw. And let's say Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will announce the winner. Whoever gets this number first wins it. If no one gets this number, whoever gets the closest to this number first is going to win it. So you get it. Between 1 and 1,000, there's a number on here that you need to guess to win that saw. And now, for all you scammers, all right, you guys can suck a dong. I can't stand you and your very existence. You are wasting air, okay? However, you're probably going to exist. All the people that watch my channel and are trying to win this, understand that I will contact you in the comments if you are the winner, all right? And what I will say, it'll be my account, which is at Novice Lumberjack. There's no 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, none of that stuff. And I will say one very simple message, and that is, winner, winner, chicken dinner, or congratulations, you've won. And I will say, email me at bodiechainsaws@gmail.com. If it's anything else, contact me on WhatsApp. They call this phone number. Hey, congratulations, you've won. Now, my PayPal is blah, whatever. I'm not going to ask you for shipping money. I'm not going to ask you for anything but your name and your address so that I can mail it to you. And I want you to send that to me in an email at bodiechainsaws@gmail.com. Okay? So, scammers, You know what that's from? That's a British thing. That's how they flip people off. And it's because of the archers. You know, back in King Arthur times, even though King Arthur didn't really exist, did he? But the archers, you know, they'd shoot whatever, and I guess it was like they were the best archers, and whenever other people would try and shoot at them, they couldn't get to them. They couldn't shoot as far as them because they had the big longbow, and so the archers would stand there and be like, whatever, something like that. Something like that. Anyways, all right. Good luck on winning this chainsaw. It is a fine chainsaw. I think that you'll enjoy it, and I'll send that out to you, whoever can guess the number. And let me know what you think about this contest. If it's more, I guess fair would be the right way to do it, because some people, like, they work night shift. Some people just can't make it fast enough. Oh, and also, you're going to have to be a subscriber. Every time I give away a saw, I check who it is. And if they're not a subscriber, I'm not going to give it to somebody unless they subscribe to my channel. I mean, come on. So, yeah. Anyways, that's enough hog swabble. Good luck. So, Sunday, the 30th. Sunday, the 30th. At 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will announce who won that saw. And then I'll probably mail it out on Monday. Check you later.